Hello and a very warm welcome, Max Verstappen. If anyone doubted Max Verstappen, then you didn't want the Brazil Grand Prix. Sensational, speechless, outstanding. He is a future world champion. I did a video previous, and I'm going to be proved right because yesterday he was world class. First of all, what a race! The crowd went from booing to being the race of the season for me. It was absolutely crazy. The spray, crashes, safety car, red flags, absolute. I'm just looking at my notes. I've got so much written down. Grosjean, they go to the grid before. He didn't even make the start of the race. I mean, that's embarrassing. That's going to be on F1 fails for years and years to come. Grosjean spins out up the hill. I mean, he wasn't the only one to do it. Vettel did it. Alonso did it. Trying to think off the top of my head. Rosberg had a wobble, but got away with it. Verstappen, so many drivers. I'm just looking down at my notes. I mean, Max Verstappen, oh my goodness me. He was passing cars left, right and centre, here, there and everywhere. It honestly was like he was on a different circuit. It was that good. At times, he left me speechless yesterday. It did remind me of Lewis Hamilton 2008 in Silverstone. That day, no one could stay on the track. Lewis Hamilton was on a different track, and that's what it felt like yesterday watching Max Verstappen. Hamilton, first win at Brazil, absolutely dominated. You see everyone else twitching, having moments. We hardly saw him on the TV, Lewis Hamilton, yesterday, because we were watching Max Verstappen for the majority, which I'm not complaining about because Max Verstappen was epic yesterday. I'm English. When Lewis Hamilton retires, I am going to support Max Verstappen. He's everything. He gets you off your seat. People say F1's boring at the minute. Well, you haven't watched Max Verstappen, have you? I mean, yeah, come on. He is going to be prone to a crash now and then because that's just what's going to happen. I mean, he crashed at Monaco in the wet this year. I mean, he nearly lost it. I mean, I've got written down here, save of the day. Going up the hill, how he did not hit the wall, I'll never know. Absolutely epic save. Driver of the day, and I was going to give it to Felipe Nasser for his 9th place for Sauber, but the last 20 laps, Verstappen was absolute. He was a megastar. He will be a world champion. I'm sorry to repeat myself, but he will. He's an absolute megastar. I mean, I've got highlights on in the background. I mean, the spray, you cannot even see your own dashboard. I mean, the crowd booing like this, and it turned into race of the season for me. You can't even see your own dashboard because of the spray. I mean, they definitely earned their money yesterday. I mean, red flags, safety cars, very frustrating. You'll have Lewis Hamilton screaming on the radio to get the race underway. A pure racer like Hamilton wants to race. Rosberg, I've got to say, fair play, Nico Rosberg. He's not the best driver in a way, but he's come and finished second. He's basically followed Hamilton home, which is what he needs to do. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Rosberg, very boring, coming second. It's what he needs to do. The World Championship's on the line. I'm sure if anyone was in the same position, obviously you want to win, but Hamilton was just in a class of one yesterday. He's proved it time and time again in the wet, that he shines in the wet. What else have I got? Ericsson, bad crash. Felipe Massa, the best moment for me was coming down the pit lane, Massa, guard of honour, Mercedes mechanics, Ferrari mechanics, Williams mechanics, and then that embrace with his family and his kid, Felipinho, whatever his name is. Very good. Fantastic servant for F1. I would have rather seen him finish the race, but again, Massa's not that great in the wet, is he? So, but fantastic servant to F1. He will be missed. We've got Palmer. Palmer hit Kvyat, Kimi Räikkönen, and it was race of the season, but the bit I turned away from my TV. Vettel spun up the hill, and then he's facing the wrong way with cars coming up doing God knows what speed, and he spins round in the middle of the track when cars are coming towards him. That I couldn't watch. I turned from the TV. It reminds me of Alonso Webber at Spa going into Eau Rouge. I can't remember which way round it was. I think it was Webber on Alonso. And like that, looking behind, I couldn't watch. And it was exactly the same with Vettel spinning round in the middle of the track. Also, Kimi Räikkönen. And hats off to Esteban Ocon. How did Ocon avoid Räikkönen? Räikkönen, we've restarted the race. Räikkönen is crashed, facing the wrong way. Hulkenberg hit, front wing comes off. Hulkenberg smashes into it. Ocon's coming down the side near the pit wall. Somehow avoids it. I mean, it was an absolute epic race. I'm just going to get me notes here. Hamilton first, Rosberg second, Max third, Perez fourth. Amazing by Perez. Would have got a podium if it wasn't for Verstappen's brilliance. Vettel fifth. Good recovery, to be fair, because when he spun, he pitted straight away, didn't he? And he was like 15th. Carlos Sainz sixth. Hulkenberg seventh. Another good recovery. He had a puncture. It was that hit with the Ferrari when Raikkonen's front wing came off. I think he had a puncture though. Ricciardo 8th, Massa 9th. Would have got my driver of the day if it wasn't for Verstappen. And Alonso, he's another one that went off up the hill. That was the worst bit, up the hill. I mean, Nico Rosberg nearly put it in the wall. Good save by him. I mean, he's not the best in the wet, but he did everything he needed to do yesterday. Finished second. Hamilton, his first win at Brazil. I mean, how many attempts has he had? And he's never won at Brazil. 9 or 10 attempts. And finally, he wins at Brazil. His boyhood hero, Ayrton Senna, has won at Brazil. And dream come true for him. He goes second on the all-time wins of F1. Any Hamilton doubters out there, second of all time on F1 wins. He's won at 24 different circuits. For me, the championship, I think Rosberg's going to do it. I mean, Mercedes have had 16, 17, 1-2s this season. I mean, Rosberg's going to do it, isn't he? All he needs to do is finish on the podium and he's champion. Hamilton will win at Abu Dhabi. He's got a great record around Abu Dhabi. He will win. I expect Rosberg just to follow him home in second. He's done it for the last 3 races. And that's not me having a go at Nico Rosberg, by the way. I mean, obviously he's going to follow Hamilton home. He only needs a podium at Abu Dhabi. Obviously, he's going to play everything safe. So, for me, Brazilian Grand Prix, absolutely epic. I cannot stress. And Grosjean, start of the race, up the hill. I mean, you've got to laugh, haven't it? It's going to go on F1 fails forever, that. That is probably the biggest fail. Then we get into the race. Behind the safety car, straight away, I think it was lap 7 it started when the safety car went in the pits. Verstappen goes down the inside of Kimi Räikkönen on the straight away. I mean, you could see behind the safety car, Verstappen's going over here, here, checking out all the different lines, and you're thinking, what's he doing? And then straight away down turn 1 gets Kimi Räikkönen. Then a couple of, I mean, it was absolutely carnage. I cannot, I've got so many notes. I mean, it was just chaotic, absolutely chaotic. I mean, I think the overtake, the best overtake for Verstappen was the one on Nico Rosberg. Through the center S, comes right round the outside of Nico Rosberg. I'm not even sure Rosberg knew he was there. And that was absolutely world class. But Red Bull did fuck up Verstappen. I mean, why anyone put Inters on at Brazil, I'll never know. I mean, Mercedes did the whole race on one set. Obviously, you can change your tyres when the red flags, but they did like 48 laps or something on the same tyres. So, but why anyone put Inters on yesterday, I'll never know. Just watching it in the background, Verstappen on Rosberg again. Driver of the day, save of the day, most passes of the day. I'm left speechless by Max Verstappen. He's 19 years of age. He's racing in Formula One, putting moves on world champions like Kimi Räikkönen, the current championship leader in Nico Rosberg. I mean, I honestly think it would have been a good race between Max and Lewis. It had Red Bull not put on the inters. I never know why anyone put on the intermediates. It was just not intermediates. I mean, fair enough. There was one point where it could have been intermediates, but then it started raining. Oh, it's just come on now. Max Verstappen's save. Oh my goodness me. I bet he had a brown substance in his underpants after that. That is the save of the season. Honestly, don't know. Oh my goodness me. I cannot believe he'd never hit the wall. I mean, Rosberg had a moment as well. I think I'm going round in circles at the minute, but for me, let me know what you think of Max Verstappen. He's had a lot of criticism for Mexico, for Hungary. The Verstappen move, as it's called, that he moves under braking. For me, the only thing Max Verstappen has done wrong was at Spa. Down the Kemmel Straight, Raikkonen pulls out to pass him, and then Verstappen moved. That was not on. Verstappen should have got a penalty for that because that was too far. But they don't like it. These older drivers, they're not liking it because Verstappen is the new blood. Yesterday's drive was Senna-esque, and that's big praise. It was Senna-esque. It was Michael Schumacher-esque. I mean, what he did in them last 20 laps, he was, I don't know what position he was in. He was in about 14th, 15th. And he's basically putting moves on Ocon, Perez, Vettel. I mean, Vettel, pot kettle. I'm just going to jump up, close my curtain. The sun's making my face look like a ghost. Yeah. It's all right now. It made my face was all white. I look like Casper the Ghost. Vettel complaining about Verstappen pushing him off track. Vettel did exactly the same to Alonso. So Verstappen pushed Vettel a bit wide. It's exactly the same. Pot kettle. Sebastian he's very moany at the minute. He's not happy with Ferrari. Ferrari haven't won a race this year. Sebastian Vettel, I mean, you can see his frustration. But for me, it's pot kettle. I mean, he pushed Alonso off the track. Verstappen did it to him. Verstappen, just remarkable. I mean, Ocon, Sainz, Perez. I'm just left speechless. I can't even think of who he passed. He passed that many. I mean, I should have it written down somewhere, but I've got that many notes. I mean, he passed Ocon, Perez, Hulkenberg, Vettel. He passed Rosberg earlier in the race. Ricciardo he got past. I'm just looking. Who else did he get past? Ricciardo, Nasser, Alonso, Sainz, Vettel, Perez. It's just world class. You Dutch people, if any Dutch people are watching this, leave a comment. Absolutely world class, outstanding, sensational, stunning. He's 19 years of age. I did a video. If you want to go and watch that back, I mean, I'm not beating around the bush. I said Max Verstappen will be world champion, and one day he will be world champion. Obviously not this year because Mercedes have dominated. They've absolutely pissed all over the field. But we go to Abu Dhabi. Who's going to be the champion? I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan, and he's in the background there with Michael Schumacher. I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan through and through, but I honestly don't. I mean, for Lewis to win the championship, it's going to have to be a Nico DNF. Nico Rosberg has finished every race this season, apart from Barcelona, where the two Mercedes collided. Hamilton, if Rosberg does win the title, Hamilton, I'm sorry to say this might piss off a few Rosberg fans. I don't hate Nico Rosberg. I think he's a good guy. I watch his YouTube videos, his race reactions. But Lewis Hamilton, if he does lose the championship, he lost it at Sepang. 22 seconds in the lead, and his engine goes kaput. I mean, just think where we'd be now if he had them 25 points. Just let me know what you think. I want you to comment what you thought of the race. There was so much to cover. I don't even think I've covered it all, but where do you start? Red flags, safety cars, epic Grand Prix. And This is one point I want to stress. Brazil has to come back to the last race. Brazil is a world-class racetrack. It throws up absolute amazing races. 2003, we didn't know who won the race. Alonso, Webber have huge crashes up the hill again. What a coincidence. Up the hill again in the, I think it was in the wet. My memory, yeah, it must have been in the wet. 2007, we had Raikkonen, Alonso, Hamilton all going for the title. Another great race. 2008, the best F1 title decider ever. Last lap, last race, last corner. We still didn't know who was world champion. 2012, we had Vettel Alonso going for the title. Vettel spins on the first lap and he comes back to claim the title. And 2016, from boos to F1 fans going away from the Grand Prix saying it was an absolute corker. It took 3 hours, it was, that race. 3 hours, 1 minute, 55 seconds or something daft. But it was worth the wait. Camera's flashing. I must be on low battery. That's not good. World-class race. I'm so glad. I mean, people getting annoyed with F1 with these red flags. I mean, for me, it shows you the pure racer in Lewis Hamilton screaming on the radio to get the race going. And that's what I want to hear. For me, the only bad problem yesterday for me was the spray and Sebastian Vettel spinning back around with oncoming cars and Raikkonen in the wall with oncoming cars. Ericsson on the pit lane. Verstappen comes in the pit lane. It's a good job he's seen him. Ricciardo comes in the pit lane. Good job they've seen him. Otherwise, we'll be looking at a monster shunt, and we don't want that. As much as I love F1, I don't want to see anyone crash. I mean, I don't hate any driver. I don't like Jenson Button, but I would never want to see him crash. I mean, it's all part and parcel of the sport, but you don't want to see any driver crash, who, no matter who you support. Lap 45 for 71. And a shout out to Felipe Nasr, actually. Remarkable that Sauber have now overtook Manor. I mean, not many people are bothered about Sauber and Manor, but that's massive for a team like Sauber. Sauber have been poor for years. And Felipe Nasr would have got my driver of the day if not for Verstappen's brilliance. I think we're going to have to leave it there because I feel like I'm going over and over the same thing. I came into this video thinking I've got so much to say, and it's sort of, there's so many action. I mean, Massa's just crashed on my TV in the background. I mean, I felt really sorry for Felipe Massa. Massa? Don't know what that about. Felipe Massa, I nearly said it again. Innes Williams crashes, but fantastic guy. He is one of the nicest guys in F1, isn't he? I mean, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment what you thought. What do you think of Max Verstappen? I think he's world class. He's 19, he's got a lot of learning to do, don't get me wrong, but future world champion 100%. If you want to watch my video on Max Verstappen previously, then feel free to do so. You can also follow me on Twitter if you want to. So like, subscribe. I'll see you next time, probably in Abu Dhabi, where I'll probably be doing a Nico Rosberg world champion. Adios. See you next time. Obrigado.